Dear Ann Landis, my husband
Dear
and I
Abby,
are in shock.
I'm
We've been
extremely
married
upset.
for over 30 years.
My son got married in
Dear
April.
Ann Landis.
We were very
I
happy.
thought
Dear
she
Abby,
said
his
I
wife
was
is working.
happy.
I've seen a woman, Dear Abby.
She thinks way too much of
Dear
herself.
Abby.
She had to get married.
DearPod.
It's too graphic. First of all, let's talk about alien abductions for a second. Aliens are not coming for anybody on Earth anymore.
No.
I'm pretty sure they drive past this planet and roll up their windows.
I agree.
And they're like, oh, we're like
lock-
we're the San Francisco of the universe. They're like, this place used to be great. What the hell happened?
Lock your door.
God, just keep driving. I hear Mercury's great this time of year. Just keep going.
No one's stopping.
No, nobody's. I would go straight past us into Mars. They have water now, which means they'll have a Starbucks soon.
Great, because
Yeah.
we'll have water, because Manhattan will be covered with it. And
We got water to spare, baby. Too difficult to abduct somebody in Manhattan because you'd have to ease them out the window. It's like trying to get a piano into a 10th story apartment.
correct.
You got to use the windows. I assume that that's how they would take this woman. She says she levitated through the wall.
Well,
I'm like, set
Couple
the
things.
scene here. I need more specifics.
so she's like, I normally check the windows in the closet before I go to bed.
She does not have a New York accent.
She does.
Stop it.
And you're like, but then they reenact it, but with her.
They don't even get
but
like
present day
Blake
her.
Lively to play her.
Right. Not even Blake Lively.
She's available.
And so she like checks everything. Then she feels that she gets like bitch slapped by an alien, and then she wakes up and she's levitating out of her apartment building.
Wait, that's a big hand.
Yeah,
Like it would wrap around if you got bitch slapped. I don't know. He slapped my face. I said, "Get the fuck out of here. This is the Bronx. Go to hell."
it's like one of those games where you have water in your mouth and you're slapping someone with the tortilla. That's basically I'm like, wow, that is so uncivilized for.
For somebody who's just visiting this planet.
Right. And then she mentioned, so she levitated and like not just out of her apartment building, but like through the ceiling and up
Okay.
and out. And she's like, and people saw me. People saw me.
Who
Like,
saw this?
Right. Who is this person?
Was there a gas leak in this building?
I think there was a blackout.
Oh God! Wait, was this the blackout of 2018 or whatever that was, or 2008?
It was the one before that, I think.
The one that I thought I caused because I put my hand in a ceiling fan by accident.
That'll do it.
At the exact minute that all the lights went out. Did we ever talk about it? I was rehearsing
Like, what?
something, and there was a ceiling fan in the room, and I just went, ah! And my hand hit the ceiling fan, and all the lights went out at that exact moment. And then I was like, oh my God, I did that. And then some guy comes running in, and he was like, all the lights are out on the Eastern Seaboard. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What's in that fan?
I was like, that was so powerful. Okay, so alien abduction, New York City. Who is seeing this? Just the people in the building? Nobody like in Central Park? Nobody walking by? Nobody coming out of a Chipotle?
She says that she has witnesses. And then eventually she says that these police officers
Okay.
uh, saw it as well.
I have got
And
to
that
watch
the police
this series.
officers then eventually find her and like try to like get her out of her apartment. But like this whole thing just seems like.
That's a pretty elaborate cover-up.
And then she
She's-
has her son. Her son gets abducted too.
Oh, don't bring me into this.
And then they all have nosebleeds because they have an implant in their nose.
Oh, good. Has anybody X-rayed or MRI'd them to confirm?
She did, but then I think I fell asleep at that point.
Ah! How could you fall asleep? This is
'Cause
fascinating.
it was like a long drawn. I'm like, this isn't even interesting anymore. It seemed like every time you turned around, she's like, yeah, and then the cops were after me. And then I cured cancer. And then I was dragged to hell. And then I had to walk back. And then someone split my legs open and inserted a fire hydrant. You're like, wait, what is happening? But it's like one of those slow like rollouts, like every now and again. It's like the Real House. It's like Erica Jane on the Real Housewives when she's explaining like Tom Girardi. He's like,
Yeah.
he got in a car accident. and then he broke his ankle, and then my son broke this, and then he got arrested for that,
And then our private plane exploded.
right.
And then
So you're looking at me like I'm. That's a lot of bad luck in
wow, I
one
know.
5-second clip, Erica Jane.
And could you imagine that aliens go to the trouble to abduct this woman, to try to extract her from Manhattan, which is a real pain in the ass. There's a lot of movers who will upcharge you just for moving apartments.
Just try to double park in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. So then they get her up into their dome, or what do they drive? I don't know. What do aliens drive these days?
A
Toyota
Mazda.
Corollas.
Yeah.
Mazda's funnier. And you get that woman up
They're
there.
like,
and
oh shit, we're at. There we go.
we
Just
wanted Andrew Cuomo. Did we go into the wrong place? This accent is terrible.
Just slap
Put her
her.
back. Get us Matt Damon.
They don't explain how she gets back into bed.
They never do.
But
so she wakes up and all of a sudden it's over, which is
Yeah,
seems
and her
to
nose
be
hurts.
consistent.
I'm like, well then, you could have gone to any bar.
This is
in
like the girl
Hell's
in
Kitchen. Truth.
Truth or Dare who's like, I woke up and my ass was bleeding. I
I don't want to laugh, but that's the line from Madonna.
I don't want to laugh, but ...
I could see she probably went out, told that she was part of the Madonna tour.
Wow. And then she was like, ass. I can't say that. YouTube will ding me. So beep that out. Will you be a pal?
Why is it on the World Wide Web you can't say died or murdered? You have to say
Unalived. I have no idea. Well, I think whatever you just did probably just dinged us. Honest to God, they won't. They will not put your word.
I don't understand that.
Because we're parsing words. It's so stupid.
It's
They're
like when you go to
people
mass.
can't handle this.
Yeah, it's like when you go to mass now.
Uh-oh.
It's been a while.
Now.
If I were to go to church with my mom and I'm listening to and I'm saying things that I memorized when I was a teenager and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about now.
Uh-huh. And then you're like,
Like
oh my
all
God, I've been regurgitating all these words about like, I'll love you forever and ever. I'll dress like you. I'll listen to your music. I'll eat your food and drink your water. Okay, I agree with that part. But I'll hate everybody. I really hate the homosexual. What is happening? Have I been saying this the whole time?
It used to be like, peace be with you and also with you. And you move on. And then.
And you move on.
And now it's like, peace be with you and also with your spirit. I'm like, what is happening?
When did
and
that
with our
change?
spirit? I have no idea. I don't go to church regularly.
I was about to say, first of all, I have not stepped foot in a church in I don't know how long. I don't want to turn into a pillar of salt. I don't want to anger the gods.
I hear you.
So I hear you. I give you grace.
Thank you.
But wait, so have they changed anything else? Are they
Yes.
updating stuff?
Yes. So you'll sit there and like the responses are, again, what I learned probably as an altar server, not in my teens, but whenever. And
You're not an altar boy. You're an altar
altar
server.
Yeah, we had to switch that when I was a kid
Oh.
because girls were becoming altar
Oh,
servers.
Okay.
I don't know why a girl would want to do that.
Tell me about it. I don't know why
I
a
didn't
boy
even
would
want
want to do that.
I don't know why I did it. I really have no idea.
Did you ring the bells, though?
I did.
Did you look fabulous? Were you like, you guys, I got this one. Okay. Is it my... Okay, I'm waiting for my cue. Amen.
Yes, I turned into Charo when I was
me as
ringing
an
the bells.
Patty is an altar
Exactly.
server. You've been so serious this whole time, and you're just eyeballing those bills, and then you're like, here it is. Here's my time.
Yeah, Ricky Ricardo. Yeah, that's.
And
Yep.
then you put them right back down again. You go back.
It's a really. I don't think I enjoyed that at all. I only enjoyed making money at funerals and weddings.
You made money?
Yeah,
How much did you make?
they give you like $20.
Can you hook me up? I'd love to get a side hustle right about now.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really old altar boy.
What is happening? This diversity has gotten out of
You
hand.
guys, DEI is, we have to rein it in, okay? And why is she wearing red lipstick?
She's taller than the priest.
It's 8 a.m. She's taller than the priest. It's just me and a bunch of small altar boys.
Right.
And I'm like, let me show you how it's done, boys. Is it time for communion? Hold my cigarette. I gotta go get the host. It's in the back.
It's just like a quiet time in mass, and all you hear is you like opening up the wrapper and just eating your crisp
Like
one at
eating
a time.
a sleeve like it's Thin Mints.
Oh, I love this part.
Like opens up Cheese Whiz. Have you tried this? It's really good. I make a sandwich.
You
I
can
do
dunk it in
too.
the wine. Not so bad.
I really recommend it. This is good host. It needs a little something like a jam or a jelly, you know?
You're like, no, I'm not sharing this glass of wine with all of you
and
people.
There's like 55 people in here, and they're hideous. No, this one's mine. You guys can get your own chalice. I do like if I was...
Get your own chalice. There are literally thousands of them behind her.
BYOC, go grab one. It's like being at our bar. You pick out your own cup. If I were an altar girl, and I am, I would also offer like a variety of dips. People come up for communion, and I'm like, you have to try it with aioli. It's so good.
They're like, but it's already on my tongue. Like, you know, when people like receive communion on their tongue, which I find so fucking...
revolting.
It's like, no.
But I'd be
No.
like, you know what? That host is good, but have you tried it with the balsamic onion spread?
Oh, yeah, take it off of your tongue and now dip it in that.
Yeah,
'cause
could you? It's like they take the host and then you give them options like here's a hummus
like
and
condiments.
exactly.
So you need like 6 other people like behind the priest to be like, if you...
with one of those little like a lazy Susan server. Spinach artichoke dip,
Sweet and sour sauce? Hot mustard?
honey mustard. I'll have all the dipping sauces.
The person in the back of the line is like, Jesus Christ.
These things go on forever.
Oh my God, I used to love communion. Now it takes forever.
What? You left for Mass 2 hours ago. Why are you coming back at 11 a.m.?
Mary Beth Kennedy was at the front of the line again. She was trying every condiment with the host. Jesus.
She takes a bite. She dips in something new. I really like this. Is this new? It's got a tang to it.
It's like Martha Stewart at the top of the line there.
Look, I find that host goes best with a homemade almond butter that I made in my kitchen.
If you
It all
don't mind,
co-
I'll show you how to do it. Now I'm turning. I go from like Cher to Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, trying to impersonate Martha
And she
Stewart.
is. Martha Stewart is somewhere in between Cher and Buffalo Bill.
That is a strange bedfellow.
Go back to 2 episodes ago, everybody, in our obsession with the Martha Stewart documentary.
I could go on and on.
And we will. We're going to go on and on today because it's time finally at last to welcome you to Dear Pod, the comedy advice podcast. I am your host, Pope John Paul the 10th or 11th or who, Fast and the Furious 26.
I'm Tina Landau.
And we're coming to you from the Baja Bar, the beautiful Pineapple Ranch. Can I hear it? Oh my God, that went right through my ass. And we will be going through your ass if we could get into your apartment building and lift you up to bring you to our flying saucer.
Yes.
This week and all weeks, we are bringing you the advice articles of Ann Landers and Dear Abby. We're yanking them out of their 10th floor walk up and dragging them up into our Mazda that flies in the sky with plenty of people to corroborate. Did you arm that Mazda before we came in here?
Did you lock the Mazda spaceship before we abducted this woman?
We're in Bronx. We're in the Bronx, okay? Just
All windows up, and you hear like this giant noise of all the windows simultaneously.
We're going past Detroit, everybody. Let's just keep on going to Saturn, okay? And follow us to Saturn, damn it. Follow us on your social medias at DearPod Official on your Insta and your Face. You can find us at DearPod on the TikTok. TikTok. If you found us on YouTube, congratulations. Yes, we are sexy. Check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/DearPodOfficial.
Don't look at me.
We have a website, DearPodOfficial.com, where you can binge every last episode, but we would rather have you do it on Apple Podcasts, where you can rate, review, and subscribe. And we want you to do that. Nobody's left a review in a little while. I know that we had a hiatus But it's time to come back and start leaving us reviews so you can boost our numbers, damn it. And finally, and most importantly, our Patreon page, patreon.com/DearPodOfficial, where for a mere $5 a month at the Viennetta level, you can get extra special tidbits in your inbox every week, happy birthday shout-outs, recipes, and special Q&As, which we'll be adding. We'll be adding our A to our list of things that you can get as a Patreon member. So get on it. Give us money so that we can continue to bring you funny ha-has in this crazy, crazy world. Does that sound good, damn it? Well, this week we have a theme like we have all weeks, and this week's theme, given that it is November, and it is finally no longer 90 degrees outside.
Well, that was yesterday.
Oh, well, I know. I'm giving... I was like, we're done now,
you're
right?
You're giving the temperature some grace.
Are we? I'm giving this temperature grace. I'm like, are we done, you guys, with this? Yes, we're in the 60s today, so I'm gonna say it's fall. I think it's fall, everybody. Is it time for fall?
I don't know.
I'm
you
falling.
say that, you wear corduroys, you go outside, and you like burst into flames.
Oh my God! And the layers that you have to leave with, and that you shed off, and then you have to put them back on again. And I'm sorry, NYC MTA. Air conditioning, don't need it. Don't need it right now. I understand that, like, we've had these random days that pitch us up to 80 degrees. I walked onto an A train and I was like, it was like The Shining. I just had because I've been sweating. You know when you run around New York and then you get on like an ice cold subway car and it was like little icicles start to form on your face.
But you don't want to get on the one car that's like, are we baking something in here other than us? Like, why is it so fucking
We have not figured out temperature at all. We have no temperature control in the city. It's either ice cold, it's like we're keeping bodies in here, or it's hot, spicy.
Well, it's like summer here. It's like 115 degrees in the shade. Yeah. And then you go into like Nordstrom and you're like, like your hand has stuck to the metal.
Like, can I get some help, like some hot water to get this off? There's no happy medium.
No.
We have not figured it out. By the way, everybody, I had my Botox put in the other day, so it's not that I don't like you or that I'm empathetic or not feeling things.
I didn't
it's
even
just
notice.
I'm not feeling things. Damn it.
Where?
Well, it's got to go. You know how, like, here's the thing. If you've never had the bow, and we've both had the bow.
Sure.
Am I right, ladies?
Yes, he was a gentle lover.
My face is a life raft. And when you get the bow, it almost like gets inserted into certain parts of your face.
Sure.
Wherever you choose. And then it like comes in a few days later.
Yeah.
When the Botox hits, it feels so good. So sometimes it takes a while for it to achieve its full maturity in your forehead.
Correct.
Yes. And when it does, doesn't that gentle wave of I can't feel anything anymore wash over your face?
It's that death becomes her moment.
Yes. Oh, you're just sort of like, you feel like it ices up. It's more like The Day After Tomorrow. Do you remember that? Like end of one of the End of Worlds movies by Michael Bay, and this one had Jake Gyllenhaal in it. Yes, classic, Jake Gyllenhaal. And
Thriller.
when everything ices over and we go into the ice age, and then those guys who are in the helicopter, and then the helicopter falls down because it can no longer run.
Right.
And he opens up the door and he just goes,
what happened?
And he freezes, and that's what Botox is.
Oh, okay.
It's a gradual, like,
death. It's a gradual death by
toxins.
freezing. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. So what I'm saying is I've had the bow. It could come in any minute now, and I just want you to know I love you all, but you can never tell from my face.
Okay, great.
Great, everybody.
Thanks for that PSA.
Pro bow. I am pro bow. Bo 2028. That's who I'm voting for, damn it. So that's my Botox face.
It's funny that you think you'll be able
PSA.
to vote in 2028.
Aren't you cute? Aren't you?
Oh,
True. I'll see you
that's
guys
nice.
underground, everyone. It's going to be a fun time.
That's right.
So this week we have a theme of fall. We're going to
I
keep
just
it.
start calling you of James.
No, I wish. That's the thing about the Handmaid's Tale stuff that everybody's talking about. It's the deep distressed that in this new chapter of Handmaid's Tale, I'm a Martha. Ah! I just hit the microphone. I'm so upset.
That's okay.
I've hit my Martha years, everybody. What a terrible name. Oh, sorry, Martha Plimpton. I know you're a huge fan of the pod.
She is.
I swear
Everybody
to God,
knows that.
If we could get Martha Plimpton on this podcast, I feel like my 1980s body would explode.
I don't want to be yelled at.
Is she aggressive?
Martha Plimpton?
Is she really mad? Well, I feel like she was like that when she was in
Right.
junior
so
high.
it doesn't really get much softer.
I can't imagine. With age?
Right.
I don't know. Martha Plimpton, if you're out there, find us. DearPod Official.
Yeah. I'm happy to
You're
find
happy
out.
to have an audience with Martha Plimpton.
I will see Martha Plimpton now.
I like having an audience.
Wait,
It's like
did
we're
she have
saying the
that
Prime
TV
Minister.
She had that TV show with Cloris Leachman, right?
When? When was that?
Was it the O'Neills or something? The Real O'Neills or something?
Oh, no, I never
Was that her?
watched it. I don't know. Was it NBC? Ugh,
It was funny. I mean, Cloris Leachman was on it.
you
so.
could never go wrong with Cloris Leachman.
Right.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just have to confirm.
Correct.
On that note, we're going to
That
have
is correct.
articles for you today. Articles from Ann Landers and Dear Abby with the word fall in them. Now, I'm not talking about autumn. It could have to do with autumn. I found an article that just has to do with falling
Okay.
or just a general fall. Fall is the theme. We can talk about us falling.
Right.
Fall in love, fall in a hole, fall in a K-hole.
Oh.
See you on the other side. Hit me
Yeah.
with an article.
This is from the Tulsa Tribune, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay.
L.A.
Wednesday, June 8th, 1960. Woman tumbles for dentists. Or dentist. Just not not all of them.
Whatever you're in for. I don't care.
Dear Abby, I fell in love with a young dentist. He is married, but I've seen his wife, and she's not so hot. I am much cuter. Well, I wanted to get to know him better, so I made an appointment. There was absolutely nothing wrong with my teeth because I had just been to my own dentist, and he said so. But this young dentist took a full mouth x-ray for which he charged me $30. Then he cleaned my teeth for $10. Now he tells me I have 4 impacted wisdom teeth that must be extracted. He said that will cost $150. All this time he gave me no encouragement. My girlfriend says I should report him to the Dental Society for unethical practices. Should I? Signed, Gypped.
There's missed opportunities here for her to talk about getting drilled.
Correct.
Oh, is it in the answer?
No.
Okay.
Here's the answer. Dear Gypped, for a girl who deliberately made an appointment with a married dentist for the purpose of getting to know him better, you have a lot of nerve complaining about ethics. If you question his professional judgment, see another dentist for strictly professional reasons.
That is awesome. This is such a good article. How have you never found it before now?
I don't know.
So many things to unpack. First of all, I love the idea that she's using the medical system to try to get a guy. That is so something I would have done in my 20s.
This is like a Doris Day rom-com.
Totally, except it goes horribly sideways when all of a sudden he's like, this is a fucking mess. What have you been doing? Eating rocks? This is terrible.
She finds a dentist from Little Shop of Horrors instead.
And then he gassed me.
And then he broke my arm.
I also think there's nothing. I wonder, there has to be a really niche kink, because there's a kink, if there's a hat for every head, for people who just go to dentists to, like, they get off on having somebody just, like, root around in their mouth.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I'm sure they're out there. Now, this is going to mess up my lipstick, but for the good of the YouTube page, I would like to demonstrate that you're like, I'm going to get him. This is going to be hot. Okay.
I don't want to look at this face before you do that.
That was worth it, everybody. That was
I
worth
hope
messing
so.
up the lipstick for the act out. But you get the idea. Has anybody ever looked hot sitting in a dentist chair with their mouth open like,
With their lips splitting open and bleeding because they're so dry because
Yeah.
they've been ripped open for so long?
with the thing, the little, the thing that chokes down your spit?
While the dentist is asking you questions and you clearly cannot answer.
Now spit. Exactly. So do you date a lot? Would you like to go on a date with me?
I would assume by now they would learn to only ask yes or no questions.
No, absolutely
But
not.
things that require like a long, like,
My
written
gal,
essay.
my gal always talks to me about my business, and they require a written essay. That she's like, are you performing? Where are you performing? Like coming up, is it really hard to do what you do? Is it really? And I'm like, it's like the same thing with the gynecologists. Like they're in your junk. And just asking you really elaborate questions, especially because everybody's fascinated by stand-up.
Does it hurt? Not stand-up, gynecologist.
Both, yes. No. It's a bizarre sensation to carry on a conversation with somebody as they're looking up your vagine. And they're like, so, are you at the Stress Factory this weekend? Because I got tickets to see, do you know like Jerry Seinfeld? What about this new guy? What about Sebastian Maniscalco? Like, what are your thoughts on him? And you're like, I don't know. How long have you been into twats? Is it? And it's really.
Do you have a female doctor?
Yes.
Would that be weird if you had a male?
I like my gal, but she does deep dives.
What I'll say.
She spelunks while she asks me questions about who's.
Hello.
Are there any hot up and comers? What do you think about Amy Schumer's new special? Because I watched about 10 minutes of it on Netflix, and I really couldn't get into it. It's like it's like you're at the
What is
mechanic.
that?
There's all this.
What is that movement?
What's that wrench doing? What are you gonna do with that? So anyway,
It doesn't hurt?
no, it's just bizarre. It's a bizarre sensation. Does it hurt when somebody goes up your A?
Sometimes.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Have I been drinking?
I guess it all depends on what they're doing back there.
Exactly.
Like
We don't
like
know.
If you're going for like a rectal exam, no, that doesn't hurt.
Okay,
But
just
if
a
you're going
standard.
other shit, sometimes
Just a
it
couple
hurts.
fingers up the.
What?
What have you had done?
I have a small woodland village that I had installed. So anytime they change the lights.
So it's the electrics company that has to come in, and that's a little bit
Yeah,
more
it's
complicated.
just putting the wires in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like repositioning.
Right.
All the
and
houses.
then, when it's Christmas time, putting the trees up.
And adding the reeds, which is a real pain in the
It's
ass.
very specific.
No
but yeah,
pun intended. I mean-
That's when it hurts.
Yeah, I love it. Never tell a doctor what you do. For a living.
I don't think people would understand what I do. So
I had to
therefore
go to
don't.
a podiatrist and the same thing, and it's just awful. It's awful. The stuff he was doing and asking me about everyday life. And there's like they want to get the scoop on certain people. Like like celebrity, because you're celebrity adjacent to
Right.
them, you know.
Which I
Just
find is very strange.
very offensive. And
I
I'm like,
don't
you
know-
know who I think I am? And can
Ask
you
me
please-
about me.
Can you just give my undercarriage a how's your father? Give me a little, just an extra coat of paint
It's
today.
weird that they wanna
Change
talk
the
to
oil
you.
while you're in there.
Like, they're so far down from you.
They're
Whereas,
closer
like,
than you think.
but if you're like at a manicurist, nothing is spoken.
No, and you're like face to face,
Right.
which is really wild.
Right. You're just kind of like, for like 30 minutes.
Yes.
Just kinda like-
for an extended period of time. And the place I go to get my nails done doesn't have any TVs or
No.
any other source of something to look at. So I'm like an inch away from Lily, and she's doing my Carla,
Right.
and she, allegedly
Geraldine. Who picked that one?
Ethel. That's a pick. Okay.
right.
All right, take whatever you want. That's what always kills me is that they all have like the name tags, and it's like you try to get the same girl, and she's wearing a different name tag today.
She's like, oh, I'm Connie. Right. I'm Connie. I don't know.
Hey, can I get Alicia? That is not the same Alicia I had last time. I don't know who that is. That's a guy.
She rips her skin off.
But when you get your nails done, you are inches away from this woman's face.
Yeah.
Next time you do it, have you ever tried like uncomfortably staring at them? Just to switch it up.
Well, it's kind of like when you're on a treadmill and then someone gets on the treadmill in front of you, but that treadmill is facing you.
So now you're running at each other?
Right. So
What?
then you're
Okay.
kind of like, you can't run with your head forward anymore. So you kind of have to, I do this like kind of dial where I kind of look up.
What kind
I
of
look
weird
down, and
Mission Impossible gym is? Because we've talked about this before.
temple
Your
gym.
gym has it set up so that you guys are running into each other like you're in a
Correct.
Tom Cruise movie.
Correct.
A weird Inception thing.
But keep in mind, only half of them actually work. So
Oh.
it's really fun to watch people over and over go to the same broken ones until they get to the
Lovely. And the
Right.
only ones that are working are the ones that are facing each other.
right.
Why would you set up a gym like that?
I don't understand how certain gyms get set up. However, that's what it is.
I also don't. I go to Orange Theory, and all the things are facing a mirror, which is pretty standard. And then you're running into yourself, so then you see what your face looks like when you're running. And I don't want to look at me. I don't
No.
want to look at me.
Well, we don't really have any lights on at the gym while you're running.
Oh, touche. You go to the world's darkest gym.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's clean or not.
I don't even know if I'm there. Yeah.
I don't know.
But, well, and meanwhile, I go to the gym that has the electric, horrifying
No.
orange overhead lights. So now you're getting shadowed and you see every jowl and movement and like relaxed muscle in your face. When I run now, I'm like,
They literally have orange lights in there?
it's Orange Theory. They really are consistent with their branding. They're like, if we're going to do this, we're doing it all in.
Right.
Orange shirts, orange faces.
Some Oompa Loompas.
Exactly.
Okay. The factory.
Oompa
Okay.
Loompas work there. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Well, I think that we have found our natural conclusion to talking about dental work and picking people up. Oh, just a sidebar, dentists are shady.
Sure.
A lot of them. I got overcharged by a guy who lied to me and told me I had a bunch of cavities.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like that's my PSA. Check your dentists, everybody. They're shady. And now I have 15 cavity holes that filled nothing. I never had cavities. I didn't.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody said.
All right, everybody, let's bring it back down. Let's bring it to the post crescent. Where is this? Where is the post crescent from? Oh, Appleton, Wisconsin, kind of near your hood. October 25th, 1960. If you can't fall in love, Anne declares, you already have. We're both about falling in love.
Yes.
Dear Ann Landers, I'm male, 30, educated, good-looking, and successful in an interesting profession. I have a nice apartment, a sports car, and a boat. I dress well and do everything the ads say is important if one is to be accepted in polite society. Why can't I fall in love? Signed, No Luck. Dear No Luck? Question mark. Who put that in?
I did not.
Editors. Some people are incapable of falling in love because they are already in love with themselves. I am not being facetious. It's true, particularly with eligible males. Bachelors often get so wrapped up in themselves that no outsider can make a serious dent. They have no sincere interest in loving because loving means giving, and they are too selfish to give. Dick! Ann! You're the problem. You're the fault. You're the fault. You're to blame. You're bad. Bad, bad, bad. You love yourself, but your hair looks fantastic.
I have a flag on the plate. I
Okay.
need to go to the bathroom. I hate to say
Okay,
this
we
right
can watch. Go ahead.
now. I need to use I need to use the bathroom.
We're waiting.
Can I do that?
No.
Go on your seat.
Go ahead. It'll absorb. And we're back. How does your bladder feel?
So much better.
Mine feels good too. I peed in here while you. Okay. But
That's
it's to show a solidarity because you and I, we're connected.
Yes.
And we're connected to you.
Like the human centipede.
So ass to mouth, ass to mouth, ass to mouth, everybody. And speaking of ass to mouth, back to the article, falling in love. We have a double falling in love theme. Have you ever dated a narcissist? Go! Someone is in love with themselves.
No.
Are you being politically correct because your exes are watching right now?
No. No, I don't think I've heard. Well, when I first came out, I think I did, yeah.
I wonder if our exes are watching. Me just saying that. We're very easy to find. I'm very easy to find.
You're
Find me,
very
follow
easy.
me at Erin McGuire Official. Like, if you're out there, write to me. I'll tell you why you hated you. I've had time to reflect, and I know why it didn't work. Okay, I dated a narcissist. I've dated a handful of narcissists. I have like a baseball team's worth of narcissists.
That's great.
It's
How did you
balanced.
write that ship? How did you know when you met Jim that he...
Oh, he's a narcissist.
Jim?
Yeah, he's just I just stayed with this one because I was like, I'm too tired to keep
Well,
moving around.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I find that just giving in and giving up is the way to go with the dating scene.
Give in, give up, trust God.
Give grace.
Give grace.
Oh, people who love I dated a guy, horrible, 15 years my senior. Not that that's a bad thing. That wasn't the case. But like the fact that he was older than me and so immature. And I just know he's watching this episode right now. So Chris, if you're out there,
Wow. Wow.
I didn't say his
Names.
last name, but here's his social security number.
Right.
Everybody, find him. Yeah, he actually is like a textbook narcissist. My family used to call him Hollywood because
Oh,
he was
God.
so into himself.
Did you wear like sunglasses at the dinner
It
table?
wasn't even a look thing. It was a swagger thing because he wasn't anything to write home about.
Good thing you stayed with him.
I was in my 20s. I was confused. I didn't know who I was. So I was like,
Sure.
I should change to be more like you, right? Right? That's what you do for the first 33 years of your life.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. Wicked. Actually, really like honest to God textbook narcissist where it's like, you know how the goal, well, you've never dated one. Aren't you lucky?
Correct.
That you know of. It's like their MO is to break you down, to make you feel like they are better than you. And it really, like, they smell blood in the water. They know the weakness.
Oh, then yes, I did.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm going to keep
A long
breaking you
time
down
ago.
until you feel like you're less worthy, and it somehow makes you feel like you have to earn my love. It's a real mind fuck. That's the whole point
Yes.
of that.
Yes.
And,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All of the, okay, so yes, you have. Then there you go.
Yeah.
What was his name? Do you want to say it into the camera?
Don't want to say his name. He was older than I was.
Yeah. And do you have tabs on where that person is right now?
Don't care.
Dying alone.
Don't care. I really, I don't have, there's only one ex that I'm friends with and that I care about, and that's it.
And that's it. The rest have gone out to sea.
Don't care.
Don't care, right? I don't understand people who can be friends with their exes.
I am.
Oh, good for you. I mean, I'm like, if it
Good
ended
for you.
horribly, in the words of John Mulaney, if you've seen my dick and met my parents, I want you to die.
Wow.
And my dick is huge. So,
Your dad is huge?
no.
I don't know where you were going.
Oh, we could actually ask Moth about my
Your dad's
about
penis
Hollywood.
size?
Yes, stop it, stop it, please. I just got Botox. Don't ruin it.
Should we,
Don't-
Jim? Should we put that on the list of questions for Mom? What's the weather like? How big is he?
If you do
Was
this
that the
to me,
biggest
I
that you've ever
swear to
had,
God.
or was there others that were larger?
That's it. We're calling my mother right now. Are you ready? It is time, damn it. He's looking for, he's like, I can't
He's like,
move
how do-
fast enough.
how do
do I
I-
call this woman? I want to know. It's time, everybody.
He's trying to
And now
find
it's time
the
for
right
the
sound
month
effect.
report.
Which is going to
It's
be the
time to
fun-
call me and see what the weather is like where I'm standing.
Ugh.
Patty, make the dee 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 noise.
I am so
You're not in
terrified for
charge
this.
of me, woman.
She is. Hit it. Okay, it's time to call my mother. It's time to call my mother and find out what the weather is like, where she's standing. And if Patty asks one question about my father, I am going to run out of this room screaming, you better watch this on YouTube right now. YouTube.com/DearPod official. Hurry, go! What are you waiting for? Are we calling her? By the way-
Whoa, whoa.
Oh my God. Wowie
That
zowie.
is loud.
I don't know if everybody else just got blown out of their chairs.
Oh.
Oh.
Good morning.
You all right?
Why is this a mother thing? That when you call them,
don't
they
know.
have to
I have a-
hack up a loogie for the first 10 minutes of
Oh,
every
gross.
conversation.
That's
Because your mother
disgusting.
has the
I have
same thing, right? It's like hello followed by 10 minutes of coughing and clearing their
Yes,
throat.
Yeah.
yes.
Are
I had
you-
a flu shot yesterday. Maybe that's why.
Ooh.
Mm,
Ooh.
Were you just going to ask her something?
no.
Okay. what?
Well,
Really?
good
I
morning.
don't
Good
trust him.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are you doing? Welcome back to the
I'm good.
pod.
Back to the pod. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here. in Boston, and yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
See
Okay,
you
end
later.
of moth report. I guess that's all we need. Well, today we're talking about a lot of things here at the
Oh
pod.
God.
But
Uh-oh.
like falling is the theme, but I'm not gonna ask you about like you falling over or any of that stuff. We have a specific ask for you, not from Patty. It is from me.
Yes.
We started talking about the article was about falling in love with somebody who was in love with themselves more than with you, is the
Oh
theme.
my God.
And so it led us to the to narcissism, and I said I dated a narcissist that you guys would call Hollywood.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah,
like?
I know.
Did you like this person?
Not really. No. he was like smarmy.
Oh.
You know, and like I don't know. I just didn't trust him.
Like a
And
used
he
car
was totally
salesman?
into himself. Yes.
Got
He
it.
was like, you know, it was all about him. And I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like him. I have the right as the mother to thumbs up or thumbs down. So he was a thumbs down, definitely.
What do you
did
give
give her-
Patty?
did
Thumbs
you-
up or thumbs down to Patty?
I'm not dating you.
Yes. Wait, go on.
That's
What were you
true.
gonna ask?
Did you give more thumbs down than thumbs up to her suitors?
In
Yes, I
general.
was always thumbs down. She was always picking the wrong guys. I don't know what was wrong with her.
What about
But,
her
it's
current
just-
guy that she's loosely dating?
Oh God, this is like perfect. They were like, they're like a marriage made in heaven. They're
She's
great
only saying
together.
that because she knows she's being recorded.
Well, and Christmas is around the corner.
Exactly, and she wants
Yeah,
those
right.
tickets to the Bruins game. I know you.
His personality fits so perfectly with our family. It was like a home run. So yeah, he was a thumbs up from day one. We loved him right away, and he brought food. The first time I met him, he brought one of those.
I thought you said boobs. What did you say?
And he bought her boobs. She
and
turned him down.
And he brought me boobs. You should see what he gave my husband.
Now I'm a triple D cup. Thanks, Jim. He brings her food and she falls in love with him. No, Hollywood was a real. That word is perfect. The word smarmy is perfect.
Yes, absolutely. I can think of a few other words too, if I was given a little more time. But yeah, but
We've got
smarmy
all the time in the
covers
world.
everything.
It's a podcast. Joe Rogan does these for like 5 hours at a pop. We got all the words.
I don't understand
Oh
that.
my
I just
God!
want to shit on this guy. Yeah.
I got to say, whatever connection we have here is 100% better than we've had in the past. I can hear you both
Emotionally?
beautifully.
Emotionally or technically?
No, physically, technically, whatever.
Okay.
Uh,
Emotionally, I still hate you
I can
guys.
hear you. I can hear you both so clearly. In the past, I was like thinking I was losing my hearing, but no, I got it back then. I can hear you nice and clearly. This is perfect.
Well,
Whatever
thank
Jim
God.
did is working. So,
Oh, good.
yes,
Okay,
just
so we're
thought
getting
I'd
good
put that in
feedback
there.
Good.
on this
Yeah.
podcast.
This is a very productive phone
Well, it really
call.
is.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we've been troubleshooting live on the air.
Yes, and it works.
Is there anything that you can tell us about fall the season that you love so much?
Well, no, we just put out like 12 bags of leaves, but then there's still 12 more left. So your father has a new knee, and he's going to try to go out and do some raking today. We've both been doing it, but
Raking?
uh,
Okay.
raking.
I thought you said something else
and
With a K?
with a P.
we have a system. We have a system, and I do the heavy lifting for now until he's well enough to do it himself. But he's a raker, and I'm a bagger.
Oh. Okay.
And that is
I don't know
how
if
the
this connection is
relationship
as.
works. I'm moving on before Patty drops a bomb that I feel coming and
I
my
already
neck
did.
is getting hot. Oh, well, I thank you so much for this illuminating moth report. We'll see you in the next couple of weeks, okay?
Yay!
Have a great
great
Thanksgiving.
weekend, you guys.
God bless.
Love you all.
Yes.
Bless. Yes. Oh, hurry, hang up. Hurry. Oh my God! Oh, it was so close. It was easing closer and closer. He's a raker, and
He's
I'm
a
a
raper.
bagger.
He's a raper and I'm a bagger. What did you?
As YouTube's like, unalive this podcast. Hate you. Oh, everybody, we are having a good time, so let's keep the fun rolling with some Instagram mail. What do you say?
Okay.
It's
Time for
Instagram mail.
Instagram mail.
He's really
We're talking
funny and I
about
don't
Aaron's
trust him.
dad's penis.
We're not
What
talking
size
about
is
that.
it? Is it tiny or big or it?
I tried to cover my ears.
Yeah, you tried to cover your.
Instead, I just pressed your voice further into my ear holes.
You're welcome.
Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop.
I'll have a cartoonist in Central Park. I'll bring a picture of your dad and say, I want this to be X-rated.
A caricature artist.
Yeah.
You like
Wow.
skateboards? No, but I like a huge schlong. Can you make that happen?
Yeah. And he doesn't trim. Go.
Uncut 12 inches. I hate everything about you today. But you know what I don't hate?
It's a
Instagram mail,
forest.
damn it. My God. Someone get a machete.
I didn't know he liked baseball. That's not a baseball bat.
It's going to keep going if I don't stop it. Instagram mail. Email us, dearpodofficial@gmail.com if you would like an Instagram mail question answered by us two unqualified, unprofessional, and frankly fucking filthy jackasses. Do it, baby. Instagram mail us. Or sign to our DMs. Dear Pod Official, you know what to do. Dear Pod Official, Dear Pod
Yes.
Official, Dear Pod Official. How many times do I have to give you a call to action until you do it? So email us a question. We have one this week. Patois, read it to the good people.
Okay. Oh, I just realized there was something I wanted to say.
Oh, please do.
Well, I can't do it now.
Well, let's do Instagram mail and then you'll say it.
Yes.
Does it have to do with McDonald's coffee?
No, it's something that, anyway.
Okay, we'll put a pin in it. Instagram mail.
Dear Pod, let me preface by saying that I love my family. However, my sister's husband likes to throw the F word around at the dinner table. The F word not being fun, fantastic, fellatio, or felony. As a gay man, I've heard this word a lot, but never has it been said at my childhood home. How can I get my point across without giving a grade A Julius Sugarbaker performance and scorching the entire family gathering? Signed, Delta's gone.
And that was the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She's like bent over the makeup table. Like, okay.
We got to bring that back as a clip for us. Maybe next week.
Yeah. Dear Delta, I have an F word for you. Forget 'em. Look left and look right at that table, and if you're the only one about to say something, this isn't the table for you. Yes, blood is thicker than water, and family lasts forever are wonderful sayings on a needlepoint or a song or a sign hanging in a shitty kitchen. If you have to explain why you have Warner Brothers smoke shooting out of your ears and your skin color starts changing to a dangerous shade of red till an Acme thermometer pops out of the top of your head and says, warning, then no one is paying attention or they are just too scared to say anything. Although not saying anything is saying something. It's not just these idiots around the table that are your siblings, but it's the sad, distant kids' table that hears what's happening. Or the new girlfriend or boyfriend at the table that it lands on. It makes it allowed, it gives it breath, it gives it permission. And while no one likes to be called out and feel bad, that is precisely what is happening to you. You can love your family and yet have distance from them. It's okay. Hell, you don't have to get along with them. But you do have to take care of you and make yourself the top priority. As mentioned, if you don't, who will? If not now, when? In the words of Tammy Roman from the Real World Los Angeles in 1993 and her all-girl group, Reality, when I say reality, you say check. Reality!
Check!
Reality!
Check!
Reality!
Check?
Prisoner of your love. Oh. Delta, Delta, Delta. Did I help you, help you, help you? Abby.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God. Could you picture that kids' table overhearing that? And they're like, what?
Like what? What?
Just, you hear the dishware again. You're at Elizabeth Moss's house.
You just hear like, just trying to get lamb out of your teeth.
How about those jits? Oh, well,
It's always like that little closeted like kid at the kids' table, kind of like, oh no.
little bow tie on. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, the kids'
He's like,
table.
what did they just say? Oh God, I got back sweat.
I don't feel right. Can I go to the bathroom?
I don't think
I
it's the
just
mac
went.
and cheese.
I just went. Here's what Ann has to say to Delta. Dear Delta Burke, would it even be a holiday season without a little casual homophobia to go with your mashed potatoes? I assume that the F word you were referring to rhymes with gag, which is what I do when I hear that word uttered in my presence. Using the word in any setting makes me clutch my pearls, but the fact that a relative, whether by blood or by law, is just winging it around during dinner is the height of crass. Surely there's a better way to liven up the dinner conversation than, hey, pass the cranberry sauce. F word. I swear, people may shock me, but they never surprise me given the current atmosphere. If you want to take the high road, I would call your sister ahead of any family festivities and tell her to keep her hubby on a short leash. That these offhand epithets may make you uncomfortable and offended. This would avoid any unnecessary confrontations and arguments and keep the holidays light and smooth sailing. But when have I ever taken the high road? And when have family gatherings ever been light and smooth sailing? Next time Broseph drops a casual F-bomb while stuffing his face full of, well, stuffing, you match him word for word and say, hey, this sweet potato is great. Did you make it? Fuck face? Fuck. You mother. And you're a what? Cream spinach. Happy holidays, everybody. And good luck, you cursed son of a bitch. Happy Thanksgiving. Ayan. Ooh,
my
God, that kind of felt great.
That was like that Melissa McCarthy outtake. Have you ever seen it?
No.
She's in like the, fuck, I don't know what movie it is.
The one with Paul Rudd and
Yes.
they're at the principal's office or something.
Yeah. What the
I don't
fuck
know
was
that.
it? She's
Was it This Is 40 or something? That's something else.
No, that's not. That's
with Leslie Mann,
Yeah.
and she's talking. They're in the principal's office, and she's talking. She's just ripping like, I will fucking news everything.
How fun is
And
that?
Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd are just like they can't control themselves.
They're just like, oh my god.
Because she's just like she can't think of it. She just fucking fuck your hair, stupid Bob, weird eye, bitch, and fuck you and your fucking stupid tie wearing husband, dick.
And you know the cameras were everybody's just like, just let it roll.
Right.
Just let it roll. It's so good. It's so good.
And it was.
I love an outtake. You know what I love more than an outtake? A beverage. And I think we've earned one here today, good people. What do you say? Well, we are rolling right along.
taking
it's already
chances.
time. Let's go. Take out your church bells.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Now we're on spring break.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I'm just gonna whip my dick out.
Or just Care Bear stare at the audience. That's so,
How come
like,
that's
so
not a
white.
thing? How come girls like take their tops off and guys don't like whip their dicks around?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Maybe they do now.
But they just didn't do it for Girls Gone Wild because that wasn't the brand. The brand is very different.
I don't know how. Real quick, James, did you own a Girls Gone Wild anything?
No.
I don't understand those tapes.
He's lying. I found him under the mattress. It was the way that they got away with porn without having to make porn.
Did they make a male version of it?
Boys Gone Wild? Ugh, how dull would that be? Like, where's the audience for that?
I'm right here.
That's what. Oh, wow! How did I just?
Who wants to see guys on a beach all wet, rolling around, taking their shirts off? Who would want to watch
Nice
that?
to meet you. I'm Patrick. How boring would that
This
be?
is ridiculous.
I mean, who wants to just watch a bunch of guys oiled up, touching each other and wanking off?
Yeah, running slow motion in a speedo down,
Yeah.
and down the beach.
Who
I don't
would
know.
want that? Not me.
Certainly not me. Blink, blink.
I want the little tink tink sound effect. Not me. Blink, blink, everybody. It's time. It's
Time
for
for specialty cocktail. What's in my drink?
drinks. What's in my drink? I can't really see straight, but I really like these guys running down the beach, and they're all
I'm not
oiled
gay, but I kind of like what I'm
I think
watching right
I'm gay
now,
now,
and
and
I
I
don't
get-
know if I could
really enjoyable.
Do that in a Speedo, but I guess I can. Please don't bend over. Oh my God.
Don't tuck it back. I'm really kind of enjoying this banana hammock right now. It looks like a couple of oranges fighting
Is that Aaron's
underneath.
dad? Because the impression is right.
I like when the drunk pilot voice comes back. This is a lovely place that we've got here, and we have a lovely drink for you all
I've
tonight.
never kissed a man. That's a lie.
Today. All right, everybody, I'm very excited for this week's specialty cocktail, which is called the Fall Spiced Fashion. As James Jules Ferris always says, taste your cocktail before serving it. If it sucks, still serve it. What do they have to complain about? It's a free drink, damn it. Wow, this is really stressing my Botox today. For this, you will need 2 ounces of rye, a half ounce of holiday spiced syrup, and 2 to 3 dashes of cardamom bitters. Cardamom bitters, everybody. Nobody knows what the hell cardamom is, but it's in everything. Cardamom bitters. For holiday spiced syrup, here's what you're going to want to do. Add 1 cup of water, 3 cups of demerara sugar, and 3 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice to a pan. Oh, simmer for a few minutes. Add a handful of allspice berries, cinnamon sticks, and cloves, and then simmer for a few more minutes. Add 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree, cool, and strain into a small bottle. Easy enough, right? Anyway, add all ingredients into a mixing glass, add ice, stir, pour over large ice cube in a rocks glass, and garnish with an orange peel or mashed potatoes. Oh, no! I'm not falling for this! No! This is a candle, everybody. Patty just handed me a candle that looks like a bourbon, and the amount of lips that have touched this thing because everybody thinks it's a legitimate drink is horrifying. I'm not doing it. I got lipstick on. I don't want to fuck up the illusion of how many people have come into this place and accidentally tried to drink a candle. That's fine. When I was a kid,
If I had a nickel.
I tried to eat a cookie that was a magnet. I did not know that it was a magnet.
Still in you.
I still ate it. Didn't stop me. I've been trying to digest it for 32 years now. Proud. Here are the tasting notes. For the money, I'm not paying him. I might forced. None of this is English. What happened? Jesus Christ. We do these things late at night. Go ahead. I forced.
For the money I'm not paying him, I forced Mr. Ben Jeffrey, proprietor of the Hakuna Hut. The Kuna Hut.
Even you can't read it.
Well, I have no light back here.
You're an asshole. That's fun.
For the money I'm not paying him, I forced Mr. Ben Jeffrey, proprietor of the Hakuna Hut, inside the Minskoff Theater in the heart of Broadway, to delight us with this week's alcoholic offering. I reminded him that the past month has been stressful on everyone, and we need to ring in the holiday season ASAP. He has delivered with an explosion of holiday aromas that will bring you back to your childhood home on a cold November evening when your mom was baking in the kitchen and you and your sister were in the den looking through the toy section of the new holiday edition of the Sears catalog. Think of this drink as a pumpkin old-fashioned that OD'd on an allspice bender. It's got a little bit of all the comforting dessert flavors you love swimming in a glass of rye whiskey. Cheers, you lucky so-and-so.
Give me that back. Give me this back. Give this back to me. Give it back. Get back to your cage, you goddammit. Get back. Get back in. That's the last time we let him out of there. It's not so easy, is it? He was, in the beginning, he was reading that like a little kid that's like, I like stuff and things, and the Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Yeah. Now you understand. You understand how hard it is for people like us to make it look seamless and effortless. Am I right?
I don't think I do a good job, so I don't know.
The fall spice fashion, everybody. I'm very excited to try this. Look at him. Just
It's like a tourist.
jerking off over that. Yeah, it's taking pictures of his food, his drinks. Oh, good. All right. I'm looking forward to this because who doesn't love a pumpkin spiced anything? I'm a white woman. It's the culture that we have. To the pumpkin spice old fashioned.
Ooh, it smells
Sorry,
good.
everybody. Sorry.
It smells like my grandma.
Oh my God, mothballs and bad choices?
That doesn't smell like that.
Ah. If that doesn't just slap you on the dick and make
It
you
does.
stand up straight,
I'd slap your dad in the dick.
I hate you so much.
I won't be straight when I'm done, though.
Neither will he, apparently.
Obviously
Cheers.
not.
Stop.
Dad's gone wild.
Again, it's a series. You got to buy all of the VHS tapes to watch all of it.
Now that's what I call Aaron's Dad, volume 1 through 30.
It had volumes. It did. This is lovely. Well, first of all, for those who don't know,
She's a
today we
sipper.
are recording this at 9 a.m. So this is just a problem.
Yeah.
And she is a sipper, but she's not overly sweet, which these things can be when you put a spiced, like one of them compound simple syrups in there. It can really tilt the scales, and this is very well balanced. So
Yes.
cheers.
In fact, I don't taste a spice, but
Are you dead inside?
a little
You don't
bit.
taste any sort of pumpkins. It's just like a hint, just a gentle,
A whisper of a pumpkin?
a whisper of a pumpkin. So it's like you taste the rye, it sort of burns your throat, but then pumpkin comes in at the last minute. It's like, hey, I'm here. I just came in. I'm sorry, I was parking. I was
It's
having
the
a hard time.
teaser.
Yeah, but it comes in a little bit later.
It's
She
the Aunt
arrives to the party.
Jackie.
Oh,
It's the Aunt Jackie. You're like, yeah, this is good. And you're like, oh, I fucking love this.
oh, that is a lovely way to interpret that. That's
Laurie
very-
Metcalf for everybody.
Everybody, Laurie Metcalf. This is the Laurie Metcalf. That's what we should call this drink. Because it's like, it comes up from behind and it slaps you, and you're like, ooh, I think I like that. I want to see you on stage. I want to see a whole show based on you. We're going to fire Roseanne, but we're going to keep you. How's that?
And then we're just going to give you the Emmys and no one else.
All only Laurie Metcalf. This is the Laurie Metcalf. I'm renaming it, everybody. From the Full Spice Old Fashioned to the Laurie Metcalf.
From the Linda Evangelista podcast, the Laurie Metcalf of drinks.
To all the powerful women everywhere.
This episode of DearPod is mixed and edited by Jim Ferris and is a property of Pineapple Ranch Productions.